Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, from wherever you are in the world. My name is Genevieve, and welcome back to Shining from Within, the podcast where we explore the infinite amount of power and potential that lies within each and every one of us. I'm your host, Genevieve. Well, as we come to the close of 2023, this might be the last episode or solo episode I do this year. I'll be expecting a guest next week. We're going to navigate, I think, a very interesting topic, which I feel will be very insightful and, very enlightening. But before I get into what we're going to discuss today, I just want to say thank you to the guests that I had. I think the first guest I had was O'Brien, the poet. If you haven't had the chance to listen to that one, you need to check it out. It was very enlightening. The next guest that I had was Berenice, the psychologist. That was very insightful. We talked about, self-image and the impact that self-image has on each and every one of us. The third guest was Neva, of course, a content creator, creative, menswear advocate, very interesting individual, very, very inspiring story. The fourth guest that I had this year was none other than Alan Zlomis, a realtor, very renowned. We had a blast, guys, and I personally learned a lot, and I feel like each and every one of you guys learned something, and I just want to say thank you to these guys. It's such an honor. It's something that I don't take lightly. I am so grateful. I am so humbled to this day for taking time out of your busy schedules to, enlighten us, to impart knowledge into our lives. Just to, I, for one, am not the same person, and I know out there, you're not the same after listening to those, because we have, a new view or outlook on life and what more we can achieve. So today, in this final solo episode, I'm going to title this one The Life Audit. We're going to delve into in essence, we're doing a final review of the year. So we're going to get into it. I think the first thing that I want us to reflect on is on the good things that happened this year. We're not going to dumb down or lessen the wins. We're going to take a full acknowledgement of the wins. I believe each and every one of you had good moments this year. This year has been amazing, and I think it's very important to pat yourself on the back for all the wins. They might look small. It might be you saved some money this year. It's the small stuff. I must mention, in the world that we live in, it's very easy to forget to appreciate the little things, because everybody is so out there and it's so big on things. It seems like the little things that you do don't even matter, or they don't compare. And I think that's one thing that we try to emphasize. Try not to compare your life to another person, because time and chance happens to us all. What I believe is somebody might be winning big, but they did have a time when things weren't going all right. So I think it's important to celebrate the small things and the big things, celebrate them in equal measure. It's not to say you listen one or the other. No, celebrate them in equal measure. And I think it's very important to just say, okay, I did great at this. And keep on doing better, be better, do better. And then I think the next thing we should look at is the challenges, the things that didn't go our way. It's important to reflect on the challenges you faced, the obstacles, the heartache, the moments that tested your resilience. This year has been very tough. It's had its good moments for me, but I also believe for you it's also been the year that taught me that I could survive whatever. It's like there's this quote that's going around. I feel like majority of us are on TikTok, or you've seen it, you've come by it. It's like the video goes like, somebody asked God for courage. Do you think God gave that person courage, or did God give them a situation that made them more courageous? So I believe life is not complete. Life is a balance. There's no good without bad. So we all had character building experiences that obviously tasted our courage, our resilience, our will, our zeal, our levels of perseverance. And I think that's also something very important, because how do we grow when we do not go through these fires? It's the fire that purifies each and every one of us. And we also have to be grateful for the struggle as well. It sounds weird. It's like, how do you celebrate pain? But you are never really the same after enduring strife, being through hell and back, and you come out stronger. You're not the same person, and very you go through, it's like the levels you play. I feel like majority of you guys have played games before. You pass this level, you go to the next level, which has its own challenges, and it's just a matter of navigating those challenges and working around them and surviving. And as you survive, take time to enjoy the beauty in it, because it's not all bad. Trust me, it's not all bad. As the bad is going on, there's always beauty to be appreciated, like the beauty from the ashes. There's always something to be grateful for. I think that's the main thing that I wanted us to focus on, apart from the good, the bad. And then it's also very important to find a balance. As we wrap up the year, consider your work-life balance. Did you give enough time to your passion or your relationships, and most importantly to yourself? In this fast-paced world, of course, there are things to consider, like, no, we have to make money, which is very important. I feel like everybody's on their grind, everybody's in their bag, everybody wants to make a living, everybody wants to secure their future. I feel like not everybody is living in the moment. But did you take time, no matter how busy your schedule is? I feel it's important to also nurture the things that keep you, like the things that make you, the things that make me Genevieve, like, doing the podcast. I feel like this is one thing that has kept me grounded, to be honest. Looking at the job that I do, it can be hectic, and I know your jobs or your hustle can be tricky, but what did you do to keep you grounded, to keep you? Because there's always that one thing that drives you. You might not be doing it actively, which might not be, you might not be doing it actively, but you have to do it. I hope you took time. Is it reading a book? Is it writing? There are a lot of people that are artists. Are you able to draw? What is that one thing that makes you stand out? Did you work on it? Even as much as you wanted to hustle and, maybe buy that car, work hard, it's very important to reflect on how did you nurture, how you nurture those things. Your work might be your passion, but there's always other things, like your relationships. Did you do right by relationships? Your relationships, it's not all romantic and everything. It could be your friendships. You find we've gotten to a point where we're always on our devices. Rarely do we have, FaceTime with, in the physical. But I feel like for me, I was very deliberate about the people that I love, the people in my circle. I made time.